Take a deep breath right now. In. Out. You just performed a life-sustaining act that you probably never even think about. But behind that simple breath is one of the most vital and complex systems in your body, the respiratory system. Every single second, this system works quietly and continuously, keeping your cells alive and your energy flowing. But how does it really work? The respiratory system is the network of organs and structures responsible for taking in oxygen and getting rid of carbon dioxide. Oxygen is like fuel for your body's cells. Without it, nothing would function, your brain would shut down, your muscles would stop working, and your heart couldn't beat. That's how critical this system is. The process starts with your nose or mouth, where air enters the body. The air is warmed, moistened, and filtered by tiny hairs and mucus. It then travels down the trachea, windpipe, which branches into two bronchi that lead to each lung. Inside your lungs, those bronchi divide further into smaller tubes called bronchioles, ending in tiny air sacs known as alveoli. This is where the real magic happens. Your alveoli are surrounded by tiny blood vessels called capillaries. When you inhale, oxygen passes through the thin walls of the alveoli and enters the bloodstream. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste product from your body's cells, moves from the blood into the alveoli. When you exhale, this carbon dioxide is pushed out of the body. This entire exchange of gases happens in less than a second. And you repeat it about 20,000 times a day without even noticing. That's the brilliance of the respiratory system. It operates on autopilot, yet supports every conscious and unconscious activity you do. Let's relate this to real life. Imagine running up a flight of stairs. Your muscles need more oxygen to keep moving, so your respiratory system speeds up. You breathe faster and deeper, delivering oxygen more quickly to where it's needed. That shortness of breath. It's your body's way of demanding more oxygen, and your lungs step up instantly. Think about a baby crying at birth. That very first breath fills their lungs and kickstarts the respiratory system. Or consider how holding your breath underwater quickly leads to discomfort, because your body is running out of oxygen and building up too much carbon dioxide. These aren't random feelings, they're built-in signals controlled by this system. Right pointing finger emoji. If you're finding this fascinating, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to explore about how your body works, explained simply and clearly. Now, why is it so important to understand the respiratory system? First, it helps you take care of your health. When you understand how lungs work, you realize why smoking is so dangerous. Cigarette smoke damages the alveoli and reduces oxygen exchange. Similarly, asthma constricts the airways, making breathing difficult. People with chronic bronchitis, COVID-19, or pneumonia often suffer because these illnesses directly affect the lungs' ability to deliver oxygen. This knowledge is also crucial in emergency situations. CPR, for example, is based on supporting someone's breathing and circulation until their respiratory and circulatory systems recover. Oxygen masks in airplanes, ventilators in hospitals, and even altitude sickness in mountains, all of these involve the respiratory system. In the world of sports, athletes train their lungs to increase oxygen capacity. Swimmers and runners practice breathing techniques to enhance endurance. Singers and wind instrument players learn to control their breath to hold long notes. These are all real-life applications of understanding and strengthening the respiratory system. Even smart building design uses this knowledge. Ventilation systems are created to mimic natural airflow to keep indoor air rich in oxygen and low in pollutants. That means the science of your own body is shaping the places you live and work in. So, the next time you breathe in fresh morning air or feel breathless after a sprint, take a moment to appreciate the silent hero inside your chest. The respiratory system is more than just lungs, it's the lifeline connecting your body to the world around you, one breath at a time.